As we want to bring you right to Barnstable, the town clerk and manager are speaking after they have discovered the ballots there were locked in a vault that wouldn't open.
Open the vault so that the ballots could be taken to the precincts. Everything is in suitcases, everything is ready to go, and we did that over the weekend and had no problem at all with the door. When they went to open the door, it would not open. I came down and did the same thing several times. It would not open. I don't know what happened to the door overnight, but it broke. It's the best thing I can say. It broke. So we could not get it open. So we had to talk to the Secretary of State's office. We had to notify everyone. We did a 911 reverse 911 call to get that information out to all the residents in the town. We put it up on our website. We put it on Channel 18, social media. So we've put it everywhere to make sure everyone knew we were open for business, but we didn't have ballots. The polling locations were all open at 7. I spoke with every warden. They just didn't have the ballots.
Are you confident you're going to be able to get that safe open today, especially since there's those absentee ballots in there or mail-in ballots in there?
I am confident it'll get open today. They will be counted. No matter what, they will be counted.
About how many, you may have said this before, so forgive me, about how many of those mail-in ballots are in there, give or take?
Maybe 50 ballots in there. It came out of our mailbox outside, and we did get the mail on Saturday to go through it and make sure we updated everything.
So when was the last time that you were in the vault and it was working?
Saturday.
So the ballots, had it been working, they would be electronically processed. Now they have to be hand counted. Is that accurate?
That is correct.
So what are you doing to maintain the integrity of the election?
Well, the integrity of the election is always uppermost in our minds. As town clerks, that's our job. That's what we get paid to do. We already have secured, I've actually talked to several town clerks from all over the Cape and over the bridge too, and they're willing to come down and help us count after they finish at their precincts and their polling locations. They're going to come here and help us out. You can't have a better group than that. And we have town employees who are willing to help out as well. I can't ask for more.
How late were the polls open? What was the average time that they?
We normally are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have ballots, even though we were open, we weren't really servicing or doing the job that we needed to do for voting. So the Secretary of State's office will be suing us for those hours, and that way our attorneys will work with us and with them to go before a judge to find out how many hours we will have to stay open tonight.
When were you fully running though? When were you fully up and running with the interim system?
It was before 11 o'clock in almost all the precincts.
Was it kind of a rolling situation? You know, the closest ones from here got open first, and then how did?
No, we sent out registrars. I have 4 of us that are registrars. We all went in different directions so that we could get to the furthest and to the closest. So that's how we did it.
How many people are you anticipating voting today?
Typically, a state primary is a very slow election. I don't know if it's true across the state. I do know that it's slow usually on the Cape. I can tell you from previous elections that we average about a 7% turnout. I have over 35,500 voters.
Can you speak to how fortunate you are that this was not a bigger election or
Presidential?
Oh, don't even go there, of course. Yes.
Madam Clerk, my name is Kerry. I'm one of the candidates running for district attorney.
Yes.
I'd just like to ask you, how is this going to affect myself and the other candidates in this race?
I wish I could answer that. I know that we're going to count all the ballots. I don't know whether the people will come out after 8 o'clock. I can't foresee that.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
You're welcome.
How much progress has been made with the vault? Are you guys in the same position as this morning, or is it better now?
I think we're getting close. I think we're getting very close. I'm crossing my fingers and saying my prayers. I think we're getting very close.
And so if and when you do open it, those ballots will replace the paper ones, or are you going to stick with the paper ones all day?
No, we will bring those ballots out that can go right through the tabulators. Absolutely.
So at 3 o'clock, you could have them from 3 to 8 or something, if you were.
Yes.
How old is this vault?
I honestly don't know. I was asked that before. I could spend time and do research to find that out, but I really don't have the time right now to do that. So,
Combination and key, or?
is a combination.
Can you just speak to, as an elected, someone who works on elections, you devote part of your life to this, and to have to turn people away from voting today, what was that like for you?
It's a very, very scary thing to do. That's how I look at it. I am elected, and I can't even imagine for those folks that are running how they must feel. I wish that it didn't happen, but it happened.
If the ballots are able to come out of the vault downstairs, will all of those ballots be hand counted as well, or just the ballots that have been freshly printed?
The ones that are paper, the ones that we just had printed on paper, are the ones that will be hand counted. The ones that are in the vault that we hope to get to the locations, those will go right through the tabulator.
And then to certify at the end, I know it's just in the weeds, but we take those, the handwritten ones, put them on ballots and calculate it, or does it just go as a partially printed, partially ballot?
It will have to stay as partially, because each of those ballots will go into an envelope. We'll have 50 ballots together. We'll have people, one on one side, one on the other side, reading off the ballot, somebody else marking. It's just like doing a recount. It's the same idea. So there'll be 50 ballots in each envelope. It'll be sealed at the end, and with that information attached to it. And then eventually I'll be able to sit and put everything into a spreadsheet, but I don't know when that's going to happen.
Have you or the town ever been warned about the age of this vault, or the idea that it was getting too old and this kind of thing might happen?
No, not really, but we have had the vaults serviced over the years, so it was never anything that we ever worried about.
After today, once this vault gets open, this vault is in a hallway. It's been speculated that a kid could tug on that handle at any point because it's in a pretty public place. Will the town investigate what to do moving this vault? What happened? Will an investigation come from this?
I would have to defer that to the management of Town Hall. I don't know the answer to that. I can tell you that because it is in a public area, it's always locked. So, it's one of those that we will have to replace that door at least.